I just was compelled by it. I thought it was a brilliant script, a serious, very sophisticated examination of the nature of evil and the fusion of art and politics at a critical time in European history. And I was just fascinated, but I loved, when I was in high school, I remember reading All Quiet on the Western Front and reading that book that sort of captured that modern spirit, the spirit of the modern age, you know, that restlessness and that need to kind of rethink everything and reinvent the 20th century after experiencing the horrors of modern war. And so I was always fascinated with the era and the art history and the history, and so I was just thrilled to do it. He's a German artist who was a nationalist and, like everyone else in Germany at that time, shockingly, was absolutely committed to war. Everybody in Europe had war fever, not just the hawks, the doves, the left, the right, the rich, the poor. Everybody believed in war. They had this romantic vision of war. And then they ran smack dab into the modern age of war, the machine age. And so he comes back from the war missing an arm, and it was his right arm, and he was a painter, so he can't paint, so he's kind of buying time trying to figure out what to do. So he opens up an art gallery, sells some of the artists of the day who are now legends, George Grosz and Beckman, Dix, Ernst, Arp, Ledger, you know, Paul Klee, all these artists. And a young artist named Adolf Hitler comes in and asks Max to put up his art. But Max tells him that it's not honest enough. And that gets into a very heated kind of, not friendship, but kind of ongoing sparring session between these two men. And Max tries to bring this man up into the light. But we all know what happened.
What is the importance of the Oscars for a movie?
Money. Makes money for the movies.
Looking at this film, and
it's about how much money people put into it to get the Oscars, and you know, that's given the fact that you're going to get good reviews, or the performances get good reviews, or the film does. But you know, a lot of times it's a pure political process. You know, Miramax and DreamWorks spend $45 million each on getting Oscars for their films, and you know, a small independent film without that kind of backing isn't going to get an Oscar. So it's very political. Because it puts a human face on evil, and that's not a very comfortable proposition. It's much more comforting to think of evil as non-human, but it's not the case, unfortunately. But I can understand the discomfort.